Well, Nuno Mendes to Manchester United transfer off. Remember, this was one of the transfers that we thought were close because it was revealed to us by a credible source known as Fabrice Hawkins, who works for RMC, first-tier journalist when it comes to all transfer news coming in from France. And guess what? He told us that United are closing in on signing Nuno Mendes. And what was the reason? They are giving him a very huge salary to see to it that he joins the club of Manchester United, as his contract was really running down at PSG and was left with just 18 months. Then PSG would have gone ahead, obviously, want to sell him if at all he never really came to pass with the contract they had gone ahead to put on the table. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. The manager of Manchester United has come out and addressed the players' fatigue and how he plans to manage it. And Leandro Martinez, happy birthday, 27 years of age. That's his new age right now at the club of Manchester United. Remember, we signed him from Ajax in the summer of 2022. He was the second signing of Manchester United after Terrell Malacia under the Ruben Amorim era. And he has gone ahead to play, I think, when you look at the Wikipedia, it says he has played 56 games for the club of Manchester United, right? And let me try to add them here. And they say he has gone ahead to score 2 goals. For the goals, that's right, he has gone ahead to score against Arsenal and against Liverpool. Now, in his first season at Man United in the Premier League, he played 27 games, 1 goal, 0 assists. Second season, 11 goals and 1 assist. And that tallied to 38, right? Those are 38 games plus the 18 he has so far played this season. 38, oh my god, if it's 38 plus 18, that is already 56 games. You get? That is already 56, meaning that Wikipedia has to obviously edit itself. Now, 56 EFL Cup, he has so far played 7. Those are 63 games. UEFA Europa League, he has played 16. Those are almost 70 games. And so he has so far played 71 games for the club of Manchester United in 3 seasons. And that is Leandro Martinez. Today, he turns 27. And 27 years of age, if he can keep himself fit, I know he still has more 5 years to play at Manchester United. And I think each and every other year that passes by, he's becoming more and more better at doing what he does at the club of Manchester United. That is Leandro Martinez. Happy birthday to Leandro Martinez. Now let's get to the main story of the day, and it's all about the man known as Nuno Mendes, who United was looking at to obviously fulfill the left wing back position of Manchester United. Now, L'Equipe have told us that Man United target Nuno Mendes has closed the door of an exit from Paris Saint-Germain, as he now sees himself staying and signing a new contract. Now, people might attack it in every way that United has failed. It's okay, because there was a reason. And what was the reason? United have interest in what we call a wing back. They need a wing back badly. That is Man United for you. They need a wing back badly. And a left wing back has been one of those positions that United have looked at to strengthen throughout this winter transfer window. And they're like, maybe something can happen and see to it that things go ahead to change in a nick of time. But on the list, there was Nuno Mendes, and United had promised him some huge salary, something that had gone ahead to obviously get onto the mind of Nuno Mendes and his agency. And remember, they're under the same agency. I think it's RS1 with Ruben Amorim. But looks like they've gone ahead to succeed. They've gotten the money they want from PSG. And it's not that this player doesn't want to come to Manchester United, but I think the reason as to why he wanted to leave PSG was not because of Ruben Amorim. Because if it was Ruben Amorim, he wouldn't have closed the door to leave PSG. If it was Ruben Amorim, he would have kept us abreast of him coming to Man United. You understand? But because it was because of the salary, and they've gone ahead to use Man United to see to it that PSG goes ahead to match the amount of money that they want, I think he's staying. There are very many teams that are in need of left backs, and Nuno Mendes is one of the decent left backs that you'll ever look at. For example, Real Madrid have gone ahead to get a story from Bayern Munich that Alfonso Davies is closing in on an agreement to extend his contract that was expiring in the summer to stay at Bayern Munich, meaning that Real Madrid are really looking in for left back, and Nuno Mendes, if he wanted to leave, then Real Madrid would have gone to obviously say, please come to Real Madrid, because in the summer you'd be left with 1 year, then please come to Real Madrid, we can offer you the amount of money that you want. So I think it's all about the money, and it's not yet signed, but we are getting it from the number one media sports outlet of France about Nuno Mendes, that he's not obviously going to be leaving PSG, meaning that he has gotten in the money. Some people are regarding it to the ridiculous form of Manchester United. I think that's not the cause, because United is bigger than PSG. And I tell you this, Nuno Mendes would want to come to Man United and leave PSG, But my main reason for me as to why the player has cooled down his exit is that I think United promised his agency that they can get this deal done and dusted. Why is it that we got this story at the beginning of this month, and 17 days later we are getting in a deal that is really closing the exit? One, because Man United expected to move on Marcus Rashford immediately, get in money, and maybe pay PSG to obviously get in a player. And United cannot really bring in a player unless they have to sell to buy. This situation has been pronounced by the manager himself, Ruben Amorim, that we need to sell to buy. And as it stands, we've sold nobody. That means we can't bring in anybody. Even on loan we can't, because Randall Cole Moani would have been one of those players that would have gone ahead obviously coming through at Man United, but because there was no space for him to come, because the financial fair play, as they say, is really affecting Man United. You understand? So I think United doesn't have the funds to really finance this deal to happening or to materialization. I think they don't have the funds. So as it stands right now, the player has maybe said that. All else, because I want to be objective, let me flip the coin. Maybe the player is like sending a message to Man United that, please, wake up. I'm coming close to obviously signing my new contract at PSG. If you want me, come for me now. If you want me now, get me now, not later. So I've got to hit obviously tackle on all the possible situations. Now it's up to you. But I think what I can get out of this is that we don't have the money to bring in this player. That is it. There is no money, and that's why we are fumbling to say to it that we obviously get in more and more and more players, getting out these players, and then we can get in a left wing back. But we wait and see how this winter transfer window goes, because so far it's 18 days gone, and how many are left? 14 days are left. How are we gonna be standing as a club of Manchester United by the time the winter transfer window really ends? And it is really bad for the manager, because he needs in players, but can he get them in? That is the most important bit of it all. So let's leave it at that. Nuno Mendes to United transfer off, for now. for now. It can resurrect in the coming days, It can resurrect into the coming days because everything is possible in the transfer window. Never say never. You get? And now, let's obviously get to Ruben Amorim. He has come out and obviously addressed the fatigue of United players. And this is what he had to say. Amorim on players' fatigue. The players will get used to it. I try to be honest with you and I talk openly about the game, and you focus on what I said about Ugarte. Ugarte was tired because he did a good job against Liverpool and against Arsenal. Then he said, if you look at the game against Arsenal, Ugarte, Bruno Fernandes were maybe the best players. Against Liverpool, they were, and they didn't play against Newcastle. It happens with all players in the Premier League. They can play good in a row, but they don't play the same. So, for fatigue, I think it's something that we shouldn't even look at, These players just have to obviously see themselves rest better and recover better. Because I think the manager has nothing to do with that. The manager has to work on their fitness, that is it. And I think that's what they work on day in, day out. But to recover and see to it that they will recharge their batteries, it's not about the manager. It's all about the players and what they really have to do to see to it that they keep running. They keep up and running. That's what I really think. But for the players talked about, Bruno Fernandes, Ugarte, they are tired. Men, I think we've seen very many players who run throughout the season and they don't even rest. And for Ugarte, he rested for the game of Newcastle. You understand? So let's not obviously bring fatigue as an excuse. You understand? It's not an excuse. It's how these players have to know to handle themselves better. So rotation is key, and these are players that the manager really rotates, and we wait to see how they're really going to be looking tomorrow when you're taking on Brighton. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Your thoughts on Nuno Mendes to United transfer being off for now are welcome in the comment section below. Who do you think should obviously come in through as a target for Man United? One, there is Altil Nouri, who plays as a left back for Wolverhampton Wanderers. There is that left back or left wing back who plays for RB Salzburg. Who else have we been linked to? Goncalo Inacio. What do you make about him? Go into the comment section. I'll be eagerly waiting to see which option you people think can come and fit in like a glove for the club of Manchester United in there. Should the manager really try out Harry Amaz, or he should trust the likes of Luke Shaw because he's back in training and maybe he can keep himself fit until the end of the season and play as a left wing back? But considering that, the manager has shown us that maybe he's not considering to play him as a left wing back. He's considering to play him as a central defender on the left side of the three-man central defense. Rakan David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later. And we are going to be broadcasting more and more videos. Second video of the day, more is yet to come, and lots of stories are really coming thick and fast about these stories. And Marcus Rashford, Garnacho, and very many other stories are really in here. Bye-bye.